Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Chris, and welcome back to Maniac Recaps and Predictions, episode 14 of the Survivor podcast. We are back after a month hiatus. In fact, exactly a month. It was November 11th, and now we're recording this on December 12th. So that's interesting. Anyways, I am joined once again by my good friend
Chris, I need you to answer something.
Answer something, okay.
If you drink 2 5-hour energies, do you get 10 hours of energy, or do you have twice the amount of energy for 5 hours?
10
Because I just did that, and I need an answer.
10 hours of energy plus your heart would probably stop.
Multiplier.
Okay.
25 hours.
Thank you. My roommate said 25 hours.
We heard him.
Okay, good.
God. Well, good. Bless your heart. Welcome back, everyone, to Survivor Cambodia. It's been a while. Just a lot of busyness, a lot of craziness, but we'll be able to crack out these last 2 podcasts to you guys.
I was in New York, but Chris didn't visit me.
I couldn't because fucking Thanksgiving sucks. No, I'm kidding. This past Thanksgiving was a lot of fun.
I agree.
I hope that
I was in New York.
Well, exactly, and that's why it was so fun. But I hope everyone's enjoying the December thus far. It's going to be quite the holiday pickup very soon. A lot of fun stuff.
It's already been Hanukkah.
It's already been Hanukkah. It's a lot of fun things going on. But yeah, let's just before we actually get to this episode, let's talk about some of our favorite moments of what we did not cover, because we're not going to cover all those episodes that we missed. There's no way. But what were some of your favorite moments?
I can't even fucking remember what happened.
Well, we talked about the blind sides that happened.
Right,
a
some
lot of
really cool blind sides.
A lot of cool blind sides. As of right now, Kelly used her idol.
Yes.
And I think that was the one that Savage.
That was to get Savage out.
Yeah, and that was one of the best idol plays I've ever seen.
Yeah, so she used that. Everyone except for the 3 or 4 that were with her voted for her, and then she used her idol and saved her ass.
It was glorious, and
it was amazing.
I was when that first happened, I got really excited. But when you finally watched it, you're like, those guys are so dumb.
Yeah, no, I was like, those guys are so dumb because they had the numbers to split the fucking votes. You know why you split the votes? In case someone has an idol.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Hello, someone used their damn idol.
Yeah, it amazed me, absolutely, that happened. And but it was still, I think, yes, it was, so stupid of them to do that, but it was still a really
It was a great moment. It was so funny.
Great moment. I think another favorite moment of mine was Fishback's blindside, because he even used his advantage. And I think it was dirt on his tribal council that he went.
Yeah, he did. He used it to try to get Joe out. Took Joe's vote away.
How was the vote? I forget how the vote went.
Okay, so there were 10 people total.
Okay.
There were 10 people total. Fishback made so Joe couldn't vote. No, there were 9 people total because there was.
Are you thinking, or are you silent? Rip Skype. Oh, it's not a Gocubs episode till his Skype goes down. Every time. Every fucking time. It's great. It's absolutely fantastic. I express joy whenever I hear that magical doot 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 from Skype. Rip everything. Well, I think he was saying it was about 9 votes. And I think it was Kelly. I'm not even going to be able to remember now. I think it was Kelly. Sierra. It was not Joe because the Fishback took it. Abby. Maybe Keith. No, you know what happened? It was Spencer. Spencer, Spencer. Oh my God, who's the firefighter? God, I'm not even gonna be able to think of his name. I've been watching him this entire time. Jeremy. It was Spencer, Jeremy. Who else was it? It was Abby, Kelly, and Sierra. All of them voted, and even though Fishback.
Fuck me.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. All right. So I was explaining to the audience the votes because it came back to me. So it was Kelly,
Okay.
Sierra, Abby, Jeremy, Spencer that all voted for Fishback,
Yep.
and then the other four, Fishback, Kimmy, Tasha, and then someone else I forget.
Joe's vote.
And well, then Joe's vote, yeah. So that was Fishback as well. They voted against Joe, and Fishback was the one that ended up going. It was a really good move.
They split it between Joe and someone else.
It was 9 people though.
Well, yeah, no, it was. So what had happened? I don't remember the exact split, but it was 4 votes for Fishback.
Oh, it's
And
4
then-
votes.
It was 4 votes for Fishback, and then they split it 3 and 2 between Joe and someone else.
Oh, so then maybe. You know what? Who we're forgetting is Keith.
Yeah.
So it would be Keith, Kimmy, Tasha, Fishback. Fishback took another one. So that was 5, and the 4 votes were Jeremy. Oh, no, then it would be 10 people then, because they would. Oh no, Sierra wasn't part of it. I said Sierra for whatever reason.
Yeah.
It was Jeremy, Spencer, Kelly, and Abby that all voted against Fishback, and Fishback went home. One of the craziest moves of the season. Do we think it was a good move though? Go Cubs! Oh shit! I don't think it was a good move. I think that they could have just gotten rid of Joe at that moment, and it probably would have been a ton better. Hopefully Gocubs will come back. Call him again. Ain't this fun, guys? This is premium podcast quality shit right here, okay? You don't get this out of any other podcast. Alright? This is like authentic stuff. You won't get this anywhere else. This is why we're the best podcast. Now you get a blaring beeping noise in your eye, in your ear. Hi, Gocubs.
Hello. I'm sorry. I think that time my roommates, one of them reset the internet.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
Yep.
All right. So, I was saying, do you think that voting out Fishback over Joe was a good move?
To be fair, Fishback was a huge wild card, and I do think that they wanted him to use his advantage to try to get rid of it.
Okay.
Or just get him out without him realizing, so that he couldn't use his advantage at all. Either way.
Ended up
And they also knew that for most of them, they were like, oh, they're going to go after Joe. If we lose Joe, is that really that big of a deal? Because Joe's also a big threat.
Yeah, well, they did eventually. The following week, they finally did get Joe out.
Well,
I still feel that I don't think Fishback was gonna win anything.
No, of course not.
So I feel like it would have been so much better for them to get rid of Joe first and then try to flush everything out with Steve Fishback, you know?
Well, either way, they're both gone.
Yeah, and
All right, should we move on to this week?
I guess we shall. We have. It was a pretty. I would say interesting week for sure.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was cool. All right, so the evening fun starts off back at Ocon Beach after Tribal. Abby does not feel bad about Joe going home because Payback is a bitch.
Oh my gosh, shut the fuck up, Abby. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Please.
Everyone else is psyched because they all now have a chance of winning immunity. They go over
Even though the only other 2 people that have won outside of Joe have been Spencer and Keith.
Pretty much. They go over the night's votes.
Oh, and Kelly.
And yes, because of the
Forgot about that.
the the two genders. They go over the night's votes, and Tasha realizes that Keith voted for her. This does not please her. The next morning, the San Wandel Surians point out that all three of them made the final 7.
Yep.
Pretty good, but that was
Cool.
Even though that wasn't an amazing season, I still liked all 3 of them.
Well, yeah, no, they were good. They were good people.
Yeah, I remember I didn't really love Jeremy at first, but this season I love Jeremy.
I love Jeremy.
Like
He's my number 2 to win.
Yeah, he's really like a kick-ass player. Another thing I forgot to mention is that Kelly found a second idol,
Oh yeah,
and Jeremy also still has his idol.
still has both of them.
He has 2?
Yeah, he found 2. Did he?
Oh.
No, wait. He played one to save Fishback the week before.
And that was what got out Sierra.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
but now he only has 1.
Fair enough, but still, they both have protection. That'll be a very interesting file too if they both make it in there. Later, Jeremy and Spencer are having serious buyer's remorse now that Joe is gone, and they basically are just like, well, maybe this we really probably could have gone and Abby gone and everything. Although, like, I don't understand why you'd be remorseful about that. Because you got one of the
got
biggest,
out the strongest player.
You got out the strongest and probably one of the best socially as well. Like, he was
also
all-around
the
threat.
one that everyone in America wants to win.
Right, exactly. That's a big part of it. I don't know. I don't get why you would be remorseful about that. But anyways, reward challenge time. Oh, I forgot. Last week was also, or 2 weeks ago was the family visit. That also happened.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that happened. It's not important.
Not important. Fuck the family. Anyways, the players will run through an obstacle course while hooked to a rope. They'll then use sandbags to knock over a series of blocks. The first person to knock over all their blocks will be taken to a
Wins.
Cambodian temple and will enjoy food.
This was
and a sleepover.
such a cool reward.
It was a very cool reward. So, a fun fact about this. Keith won this challenge in San Juan del Sur.
Yes, he did.
Yes,
And
he
you know who else won this challenge today? Keith.
Man, Keith wins it, and I did not get his logic when he was picking the people, because
No.
He picked Kelly Wentworth. We actually don't have to say that because the other one's gone.
Yep.
But and he took Spencer. What I didn't get was that why not take Tasha
To try
to kind of like mend things, you know?
Yeah.
Because you already voted against her last week, and you acknowledge the fact that she kind of has a beef with you for trying to get her out. How about you take her along with this trip and actually just sit down and talk to her?
Didn't she like get really pissed at him because he forgot her name?
Yeah, like it was just like a really like a bad moment for Keith.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I
Not
felt
Keith's brightest time.
it was not.
He doesn't have many bright times.
He doesn't, but he's also really awesome at the same time. Yeah. And he is able to kick ass in all these challenges. So maybe Keith can pull a Mike for the rest of the season. And maybe win all the rest of the immunity challenges.
Well, that didn't happen this week, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah. So after all that, back at camp, Kimmy makes the point that Keith is the new golden boy, and he needs to go. And then at the reward, Keith points out that the temple looks like somewhere Indiana Jones has been, which makes sense.
Yep.
The trio is blessed and then treated to an elegant Cambodian dance. Afterward, they sat down to a delicious meal, and of course, with all rewards, you get the talks of the strategies, and Spencer, Kelly, and Keith all say they're cool, but being the final 3 together, would you like to place bets that this is the final 3?
No.
Yeah, me neither. What are the fucking chances? There's no way that Kelly will take Spencer's, and there's no way Spencer will take Kelly.
Yeah.
There's no way. Keith wants to get rid of Jeremy first. However, Spencer wants to target Tasha.
Fun. One thing that I do want to mention about this final 7.
Oh yeah, sure.
5 of them have someone else who they started their first season with.
Well, we talked earlier about the Keith, Kelly, and Jeremy.
Keith, Jeremy, and Kelly have all been on the same tribe, and Spencer and Tasha were also on the same tribe.
Right. That is correct.
Leaving, not only season but tribe.
Right. And that's a lot. That's really interesting too. It's like it makes it interesting. What and that leaves out Abby and Kimmy. Yeah, the loners. And as of this point, with all the seasons that I've watched, only Kimmy's the only one that I've never watched before. Everyone else,
same.
Yeah, like everyone else I've watched, and I feel like Kimmy has made no impact on the season whatsoever.
She has not. She has not.
And it's like, all right,
sorry, but...
well, at least someone from our season will probably win for the seasons we've watched, at least.
Yeah.
So then they decide to bring Abby in as their 4th person in this final 3 deal, essentially. Which, what could possibly go wrong, right?
Nothing will go wrong.
At Orcon, how do you pronounce that? Orcon?
I don't even know, actually.
Because they never actually bring it up.
They did not bring up when they named their tribe. Holy shit.
Yeah, they usually they have a big deal about that, and it just kind of appeared this season.
Yeah.
It just was there. Anyways, Tasha asks Abby if she can chat with Jeremy alone. Abby says it's cool, but not really. It was like, that was the most weirdest things to happen.
The most weirdest. Go on.
I am good English, but like to think that you're just like, oh yeah, it's totally cool, but like clearly Abby is very special because she cannot mask her emotions at all. Like I'm not that great at it, but I think I'm better than Abby is.
Yeah, easily.
Because she's like, oh yeah, it's cool, like growling. It's just, it was just a really weird moment. So then Abby goes off, and Tasha and Jeremy immediately discuss getting rid of her after her little meltdown. So now it may be interesting that we might finally get to see Abby go home. Who knows? But we'll see what happens.
I know.
The players will race down an obstacle course that is floating in the water. When they get to the end and they'll retrieve a key, they'll then return to the beach and unlock 5 puzzle pieces. The first person to complete the puzzle was immunity. I don't even think I said that it was the immunity challenge. Oops.
we fucking guessed.
Yeah.
I'm sure the 3 people that watch this are smart enough.
Right,
to
exactly.
That out.
So.
And if you're not, I'm sorry for insulting your intelligence, but you should have been able to figure that out. You fucking idiot.
Oh, we treat our audience well. Alright, so fun fact about this.
It's called show business.
This puzzle was one of the choices in the first challenge in Worlds Apart, but nobody actually chose that. I don't remember that.
No, so there was, I don't think it was the first challenge, but there was there was an immunity challenge where once you got to the end, you were like, okay, do you want the really hard puzzle with 5 puzzle pieces? Do you want the medium puzzle with 10 puzzle pieces? Or do you want the easy puzzle with 100 puzzle pieces?
Oh.
And everyone chose I think one person chose the easy with 100, and everyone else chose the medium with 10.
I see. Okay.
And the medium with 10 was the fucking 3D tree puzzle.
That's right.
Yep.
I remember that one
now.
now.
Hey, my computer's working again.
Cool. I heard that
Yep.
magical noise in the background. Now we start off. Actually, you know what? We can just skip the whole explanation. Who wins this challenge? Go Cubs!
Spencer.
Spencer, of course, wins the challenge, but Tasha is having trouble out in the water. The safety crew is sent out after her. They get her up onto one of the platforms, and medical is called.
Making this the second week in a row where medical is called.
after Joe collapsed in the immunity challenge, pretty much completely went out, and he was able to wake up, but he was just weak. It was weird to see the strongest person last week just become like the weakest.
Yeah.
It was very interesting, but he was fine, and of course, it turns out that Tasha was fine. Apparently, she swallowed a lot of water, but she's fine. She was conscious, and she was able to return back to camp. But Spencer is all good.
It's always good to know.
Now, Jeremy, Spencer, and Kimmy, and Tasha, they all want to vote for Abby, while Keith, Kelly, Spencer, and Abby want to target Tasha. So Abby is wondering who to take to the final three.
Because she's definitely in that position to do so.
Definitely. And later, Tasha and Jeremy lay out their plan to Spencer, and once again, Spencer is the swing vote.
Of course.
And it means that says a lot, because when you are the swing vote, you're in great position.
You have the power if you're the swing vote, honestly.
Even if it's just for that tribal, though, it shows that people are not really going to be coming after you. They'll more so be trying to go after like the two sides. Like one side will be going after another. They won't be attacking in the middle. So it doesn't always work out, but it's good to be the swing vote. That night at tribal, Spencer admits that he was worried about what he missed at camp while he was at the reward. Tasha's feeling better, but she thought she was drowning. Spencer thinks any event in Survivor could cause change. Keith says the vote will get them back to where they need to be. Jeremy is under the impression that there are 5 voting blocks right now. Tasha believes that a lot of people are keeping their options open and aren't locking their loyalty. Keith is confident that his alliance will win. Spencer admires his confidence because he's nervous. Jeremy isn't sure which of his alliances he should be confident in. And apparently, he has a lot of alliances. And now it's voting time. Kimmy votes for Abby. Keith votes for Tasha. And the rest of the votes, who knows who we got?
I know.
So, Abby votes for Keith. Wait, I'm sorry. Here we go. Never mind. We got Abby, Tasha, Abby, Keith for whatever reason, and the 14th person eliminated from Survivor's Second Chancers.
Abby.
Thank the Lord.
I'm so happy that she's gone.
Abby Marie is gone and will never be seen again except for the finale, but then hopefully never again after that. So.
No, I'm not. I doubt she's gonna show up to the finale. I'm just kidding. I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, I was gonna say, or do you have a plan for her or something? Like, what's happening here? Well, it was a good episode, and we got the finale next week.
Yeah,
now,
we do, and I have a big final the next day.
Yeah, ain't that great? So Go Cubs, you're gonna be sticky with Spencer, obviously.
Yes.
I have one big decision to make because I have to make my choice, and this is a tough one.
And we have 6 people left going into this fucking finale.
Right.
I will be surprised if it's not a final 3 vote.
Oh, it should be. It absolutely should be. Because then, that's so much to stick into the 2 hours.
Yeah.
So who we have left? We got Spencer, Keith, Jeremy, Kelly, Kimmy, and Tasha.
3 guys, 3 girls.
I am happy with whoever wins this season, except for maybe Kimmy.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like she deserves it. But
this overall has been a really great season. Everyone that I've absolutely hated is eliminated.
You just turned into a robot.
Okay, cool. That's what I've always wanted.
Okay. I don't really hate any of them. And man, this is a tough one. Because even if Spencer was available, I don't even know if I would pick him, even because there's so many good choices here. I am. Oh God, it's so tough for me.
Oh my, you can do it.
um. I'm just thinking of where everyone's positioned in this game right now. Like where um everyone seems to be have their loyalty. Um I am gonna go with Jeremy.
Jeremy, good choice.
I'm gonna go with Jeremy. And I think that's because
He has
just
an idol.
he had Kelly also has an idol. I was between those two. And I think I'm gonna choose Jeremy because I feel like he last tribal he was on the majority side of things, and that's usually a good thing.
Yeah.
But that's really the only thing. It came down to that last vote for me to pick. I'm going with Jeremy. I really wanted to pick Kelly too, but it's just it just came down to the fact that I feel like right now she's in the minority. She's gonna need to kind of dig her way out.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go with him. But again, I'd be very happy if Kelly wins, if Spencer wins, if Keith wins, and Tasha. I mean, Tasha, she's kind of coming out of the woodwork all of a sudden. She's playing a really good game as well. I'd be fine with any one of them winning. Do you want to predict an order of how people get eliminated?
Sure.
I'm gonna.
Okay. You
For
go
me, I'm gonna say the next person out will be Keith, then Tasha, then oh God, I have to think because there's Keith, then Tasha, then Spencer gets eliminated at the same place he got eliminated in
Oh, fuck you.
before, and it comes down to the very interesting final three of Kimmy, Kelly, and Jeremy. And oh, you know what? I don't know now. This is tough. I guess it'll come down to Jeremy that Jeremy would win it with Kelly getting second, Kimmy getting third. But I'll stick with that order. But maybe it would have been better if they got rid of Kelly over Spencer. I don't know. You go ahead.
All right. I was gonna say that Keith goes home too.
Goes home first.
Goes home first.
Yeah.
And then Kimmy.
And then Kimmy. Okay.
And then. And then Jeremy.
And then Jeremy goes home.
And then Spencer, Tasha, Kelly, final three.
Okay. It's just a very strong final three. And then Spencer would win it out over them.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like... I don't know. I really don't know.
This is a really tough season.
It is, because all these... Everyone except Kimmy really deserves it.
Yeah, it is a really, really good season, and that's what you want. You want like hesitance with picking the winner, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any hesitance.
Well, of course, but like you want like a good hesitancy.
You don't want doubt on who's gonna win.
Right, exactly.
Like in the last season, Mike fucking deserved to win.
Yeah. And then from right now, it's kind of like, like I can't pick a clear winner right now. I can't. Like, there's no way. I think all of them can win it right here. But anyways, we'll see what happens. We'll talk more about this in next week's episode. But it's gonna be a hell of an episode, that's for sure. It's gonna be a lot of emotions throughout.
I'm excited.
I am very excited as well.
I also need to do all my studying for that final.
Ain't that great? Finals week and Survivor finale in the same boat. It's great. Alright, anyways guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
So long.